So you've maybe expanded your business and you need a bigger and more spacious car than a Probox or a Nissan Advan, and you've narrowed down to either a Toyota TownAce or Nissan NV200, but can't seem to make a decision on which one exactly to go for. Stay tuned, because in this episode we are going to compare these two light commercial vans to help you decide on which one will be the most suitable alternative in terms of the price, fuel efficiency and reliability. Welcome to IK Auto Reviews. So these vans are not built for comfort at all. They are specifically for business, and that's why they have little to no comfort features. They are just simple and basic vans. We are going to compare the 2015 models, and beginning with their prices. The 2015 NV200, better known as the Vanette, costs between 1.05 to around 1.7 million, but most of them are going for around 1.2 1.3 million depending on the mileage and condition. The ones with very low mileage can go for as much as 1.5, 1.6 or even 1.7 for the upper trim levels with low mileage. The TownAce, on the other hand, is almost similarly priced. The 2015 model is going for between 1 million to around 1.35 million. So in terms of the price, they are almost equally matched, because as I've said, most of the Vanettes are going for about 1.2, 1.3 million. It's only the higher trim levels with very low mileage that can cost as much as 1.6 million. In terms of the engine options, the Vanette comes with three, either a 1500cc, a 1600cc or a 2000cc petrol. These engines can come paired to either of the three transmission options available, either a CVT, a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. Now this is meant to be a workhorse, so which one will be the most ideal engine to go for? Because being a business van, you need an engine option that is very fuel efficient. In fact, power and speed may not be important. Fuel efficiency is way more important, and so in this case the 1500 or 1600cc are good enough. These engines will give you decent power yet still give you good fuel efficiency figures. As for the gearbox options, the best options are either the 5-speed manual or the 4-speed automatic. They are more reliable and hardy compared to the CVT. The CVT will give you good fuel consumption, but it's not the best one when it comes to the hard work that this van is meant to do. If you can, just get the manual. If not that, then the 4-speed automatic is also a good option. This van is available in either front or all-wheel drive. The TownAce, on the other hand, comes with a single engine option, which is a 1500cc petrol that comes matched to either a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. This van comes standard as a rear-wheel drive, but all-wheel drive options are also available. Now this van is not as reliable as the previous generation, which was so tough and extremely reliable. In fact, in terms of reliability, many mechanics are referring to it as either a hit or a miss, because you may find one that is reliable and it just keeps going without a problem, but on the other hand you will find another one that has engine issues, overheating issues, and even the 4-speed automatic gearbox is prone to developing issues. So generally the reliability of this van is sort of a mixed bag. Some are reliable, others are not. It can best be described as fairly reliable, but one thing that most mechanics and owners agree on is that the previous generation was way better in terms of reliability and durability. No wonder some of them are still on the road, and they cost quite a lot despite their age. To get a very good one, you may have to cough out as much as 750,000 shillings or more. Moving on to fuel consumption, the 1500cc in the Vanette can achieve around 13.5 kilometers per liter on average, depending on how you drive as well as how much loaded the van is. The 1600cc can achieve around 13 kilometers per liter, and the 2000cc around 11 kilometers per liter, again on average. The 1500cc in the TownAce can get around 12.5 kilometers per liter. The fuel tank on the Vanette is 55 liters, while the one in the TownAce is around 43 liters, so quite a big difference there. The Vanette weighs around 1250 kgs, while the TownAce around 1230 kgs. That is the carb weight. In terms of ground clearance, the Vanette measures in at around 165 millimeters, which is the exact recommended clearance in Kenya. The TownAce is even better, measuring in at around 175 millimeters. Generally, both are decent enough in that regard, but once they are fully loaded, they may still slightly get scratched on the underside when going over huge bumps. Both vans get ventilated discs at the front and drums at the back. Lastly, the only extra features that you can get in each van are body colored bumpers and mirrors, power mirrors and windows, and tinted rear windows. So this being workhorses, you don't expect any creature comfort features. Let's now talk about the looks. Which one would you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. Most people are of the opinion that the Toyota TownAce is simply ugly, and I think I agree. In fact, even the previous generation looked better. The engine in this newer model is positioned under the front seats as opposed to the engine in the Nissan Vanette, which is positioned at the front of the van. When you look at the TownAce, you'll realize just how short the front overhang is due to the positioning of the engine under the front seats. And you can imagine, in the unfortunate case of a head-on collision, there will only be a very thin sheet of metal separating you from the impact. The Vanette is better in that regard because, being that the engine is right at the front, it will absorb and insulate the front passengers against some of the impact. That said, the Vanette takes the day in terms of the looks. It looks much better, and even in terms of the heat insulation, it is better compared to the TownAce, which may make the front passengers a bit uncomfortable, especially on a long journey when the engine underneath their seats gets quite hot. Interior wise, both vans are very spacious. You can even flip the second row bench seat forwards to create more room for luggage. Their dashboard designs are very simple and straightforward, nothing much to talk about. They are made of, the interior quality of materials is plastic to ensure their durability and ease of cleaning. So which one should you go for? Get the Nissan NV200 Vanette. It looks better, it's more reliable, especially if you get the 4-speed automatic or the manual. It's also slightly more fuel efficient, especially if you get the CVT variants. Even though that gearbox may not cope so well with the hard work this van is meant to do. The 5-speed manual is the best alternative and still not bad even in terms of fuel consumption. The TownAce, on the other hand, looks awkward, and in terms of reliability, it's sort of a mixed bag. You cannot be sure that it will serve you without giving you headaches in the long run. So I hope this has been helpful. Please consider subscribing to the channel for more informative content on cars and bikes. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any enquiries, feel free to reach me via email or WhatsApp. You can also use the details in the description box to support the production of this content by donating. Your support will be much appreciated. That's it for this episode. Stay safe. See you in the next one.